Okay, welcome back everyone. Um, so yeah, testing out a new setup. Hopefully it works. So we're gonna hop right in. So last week we remember we weren't actually very successful at really identifying a map. So this week I'm starting to look at, and we're gonna start to look at some other alternative data sources. Um, and begin to work on some code to maybe triangulate, and also where available use the US Geological Service data. So basically, again, we had run through that everything seems to be working there, but I did find this page, and so there is actually precipitation data at the gauges for roughly 3,400 of them at least. So I think we're going to go ahead and where there is precipitation with the gauge, we're going to retrieve that too. So in order to do that, we're going to have to look up the code for precipitation. And so yeah, because we have, remember, this base URL in this string that we use, and right now we're only using the codes for cubic footage and the height where available. But actually the precipitation at the gauge itself would probably be very useful as well. It is only for 3,600 of them, or 3,400 actually, I guess. And it's not calibrated, so I think we would, of course, keep the ASOS kind of time series data along with it, but we'd at least try to include this. So what we're going to do is now we're going to look for those codes. So I actually just go to Boulder Creek. It's fine. This is actually a stream I paddled a couple times myself. So anyways, so this is a gauge that doesn't have the precipitation. Actually, it does have footage and cubic feet. Let me look at this. So retrieve. USGS. Okay, we're gonna precipitation data code. So I guess maybe that will lead us back to here. So let's see if the API says something. So again, this is pretty standard. Actually, I think even a lot of times, even as a data scientist, data engineer, you're going to be looking through kind of documentation of APIs and trying to understand what you need to call in order to get the right data. So I guess this is called a parameter code. So that's basically what we saw there. So there are different parameter codes. I wonder if we can just find a entire listing of all the parameter codes. So let's see. Query by parameter name. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I don't know what that's really showing then. But if we could just find a complete list of the parameter codes. Okay, complete list. Okay, so that's the complete list. It's apparently larger than 2 megabytes. So we'll look. They're currently quite a bit. Rain. I'm not seeing precipitation, actually. Shit, I can't spell. Guess we've established that. Okay. Total inches. Precipitation. Sammy! Sorry. Stupid dog started barking. So 0045 looks like the code. We're looking for. So 0045 precipitation inches. So I'm going to go. Sammy! Quit. Yeah, I'm like in a. I don't want him barking right now. Because, so, anyways. So the precipitation code is 0045, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and go back to that. So I think we just, CB. Maybe we append these as CBs or something. Or wait, we should try another test URL without probably entering that. So I'm just going to like paste that and then try to fix around this URL without doing that. And again, this like won't benefit every station, but the ones it does, it could be useful. So so where was I? CB. So I'm going to paste that there. And then we're going to do CB on so I think I would just append. I don't know actually why these are appended twice. Yeah, it looks like I actually appended each of these twice. So I don't know why they're appended each twice. I wonder if I could actually only append them once, but okay, I'll just try appending this. So I think the format seems to be CB, and then this thing, that seems to be the format. Oh wait, I forgot how that ended now. Is it just like that? Oh, oops. I did not want to do that. Can I redo? I guess not. Oh shit. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. I just doing everything wrong these days. So I'm going to go back to that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like then it just does this after this. So I'm just going to try this. So I guess this would be, then we just throw an @ here and CB or something. Might work. Oh, oops, I deleted the CB. CB @ on, or it looks like it does that. Okay, I'm gonna try that. See what it returns. Oh, oops. Why isn't that doing a, oh, because I entered it as a string. Wait, is there supposed to be an at there? I guess. Okay, we should find a site that actually has the precipitation. Shit. That's definitely not what I wanted, actually. I don't think. No, that's definitely not what I wanted. Oh wait, I don't think I'd thrown this URL hadn't been fully formed yet, actually. Cause yeah, that's what we build it with. So yeah, the built URL. I'm gonna just print the built URL. Or wait, I printed that before. Maybe it's still here. Print full. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So this is actually the real kind of URL with a site number. Okay. So, but now I'll just try throwing that on. Oh, that's my other code. It's all open source too, so it's not some random company code or something. It's just not related to what I'm doing here. So CB. Okay, so we need to throw that on. And on at CB. So we said that there would be one more at, I think. That's not what I wanted to do. So at CB, yeah, I think that's what it would look like. See what that does. Should take a second to retrieve. I'm not seeing it. Oh wait, that's data provided. But it did come up in 0045. Okay, I'm gonna find a site that actually has precipitation. Otter Creek. And then we'll try querying that or whatever. So there's this random stream in Alabama. So this is the gauge. Yeah, this has precipitation. So let's look at this random stream in Alabama. Where'd my URL go? CB, because yeah, I don't think this one had it. So site no. Wait, where'd this site? Oh wait, no, that's the one that I'm gonna get rid of that one because that's not what I wanted. Site no. So we want this one. And then yeah. I wonder if there's just a way to retrieve all the possible values. It doesn't look like that actually retrieved it though. Maybe I need to construct the URL similar to the other ones. I'm gonna go back to the URL. Where'd my new URL notebook go? Oh, there. Where I was just screwing around with that. So site now. CB. So it looks like maybe USGS URL constructor. Do they have anything like that? Okay. Site or site number. Okay, throw this in. Because, yeah, it's going to get confusing editing it. Separate with commas. Okay. So I basically want these free. Or actually, temperature would be good too. But yeah, I definitely want this. This. What else? What was the other value I wanted? Crap. Now I'm gonna have to go back. So state status all. Format RDB sites. So what does that return? Okay, I don't know how that actually worked. Cause yeah, it's this thing's kind of confusing too. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna go back to this because I knew this URL was working for these parameters. Wait, maybe if I go, forget, if I go to download data here. Parameter CD. So it's actually, it looks like maybe the format changed, though the old format still works. No, but if I want to just retrieve, if I want to retrieve all free from here. Okay. No, that's only retrieving one parameter though. Okay, I'm gonna try to just do this URL without looking at it. So it does like cb6 at cb on 0010. USGS historical API query tool. Okay, let's just see if I can just do this. Like, honestly, this API I don't think is that great. At least their documentation of it isn't that great. So test service now. Okay, that's what I was just using. Okay, RDB. So yeah, the tab format's what I'm used to. But I just want it to be a specific site though. So we're using this one in Alabama. So if I use this as the site number. Okay. Start date. Said did it like start date to, I don't know, something like that. Parameter codes. Want to throw in this code. I think that's what I want. Generate URL. Why doesn't it just include the hips? Okay, that did show that code. Why isn't it showing like really anything else though? I don't want to return the status. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I said return all the values in the run the generated URL. Oh, there it goes. So so 0045. What? Oh yeah, I didn't. So what's the saying? But that URL looks a lot different. So wait, but where are like these values on this? Alabama's on Central Daylight Time. I didn't actually know that. Anyways, so it looks like these were in the 60s. So where's that? Okay. So yeah, I think that's that. That's persip. Okay, so what does this look like? So actually, I'll compare this to our base URL. Because it looks like the formatting changed since I did things too. Not just that. And that's actually a lot simpler of a URL in a lot of ways. Site no. Does it still do site no? Sites. Oh, it can query multiple sites. But yeah, I don't really want to do that. Oh wait, this is a different thing. So this is NWIS. I don't know if there's a difference. And this is the new API. I think that might be it. That might have been the old. Maybe I was still using the old one. I mean, it was working, but I don't know if that's the simplest way to do that. So instead, it looks like this would just become sites then, right? And not site no anymore. And then site number. So I don't know. So I'd have to change this method if I was going to use the. If I was going to, use the new URL, I'd definitely have to change that method. I don't know that there's just a way to easily stick on, though. I don't know if this would work, because this reprocesses that RDB file. I mean, if they actually have the stuff returning in JSON now, too, it might be time to try to port exclusively to JSON. But so, I mean, I never actually liked the tab delimited ones. See what the JSON looks like. Because that might make sense to like retire this function completely and probably go to maybe JSON handling. Because I don't even know many people that do tab delimited stuff anymore. So I think it said somewhere you could use JSON, right? Format. Or wait, maybe not. Tab delimited format. Maybe that's the old format. Or wait, this might be the NWIS. Oh, maybe that's what it's talking about. So this was the NWIS, maybe. Though I don't know if that's tab. Wait, maybe they don't have JSON. It actually doesn't. It looks like that they still don't have JSON. I don't know where I saw it. I saw they had JSON somewhere. Maybe they don't. Okay, so JSON actually still isn't supported. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I'd prefer to keep it in the old format, maybe. Does this generate URL? Oh, what's the version 1.0? RDB. Let me go to. I know how these versions are differing. I feel like as a data engineer in particular, a lot of your work is just dealing with stupid. Wait, how the heck did I get the Potomac? What? So I was still looking at the Alabama gauge. Maybe that was this one. Oh yeah, that was this one. So wait, what format was that? So version 1.0. Try that. Hit colon slash. Yeah, I mean it looks basically the same. The actual output format, I think. It's the URL that seems to be differing. So I don't think that we'd have to change that function. I'm gonna make sure I have this code committed in the river flow. I think I do. Test scraping. I might save a version of this too. Save and pin revision. Cause yeah, if I start going to this new URL, it might, fuck things up. Might definitely do that. But I do like that the new URL at least seems simpler. Doesn't look like there's as much tacked on to it. Okay, let me see. So I was looking at the new URL. So let me go back. I have too many. I'm going to clear away some of these. So the new URL, I guess, would look like this. It seems to go boop format sites. So sites is where we'd sub the thing in, right? So we wouldn't do that anymore. We would probably do the parentheses site, right? So wait, where does this say sites again? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if it's better. I used to always just put together URLs like this. I don't know if using dot format's better. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Looks like that's the same. So we can just parameter CD. I mean, while we're at it, we might as well see what this thing for temperature is, right? Because if we could also get the site temperature, which more might have, that would be useful too. Or I think some actually even have the water temperature. That might be useful. So what was the code? Probably closed that list, or did I? Or wait, no, it was that big file we downloaded. Odor at room temperature. Like, do most of these sites even have these parameters? So haven't seen the majority of them actually. Gate opening height. So I guess that's a Washington. I don't know if these can correspond to, well, I assume they site list. Why don't you just give me the list? Okay. So these are water temperature. So some sites seem to have water temperature too. Like this site actually does have a ton of different shit. Wait, it has a ton of different stuff, but does it have actual cubic footage? I don't know. Doesn't actually look like it. Has like water temperature, like a bunch of this other stuff. Guess these might be different types of gauges, maybe. Okay, I mean the main thing was the percip data though, so just go back to that. I mean, it looks like this new format, it's easier to just append on things. So, site status all. Let me see about this. So if we get rid of this URL, so if we change this to the base URL, would it work? I mean, we'll have to change that thing, but so we need the hipt. And then we just do base URL dot format. We don't need that shit now. You know, altogether this format might actually be easier once I change it. Who knows? That looks right, actually. Who knows? We'll just be right. Let's see what errors this throws. Wow, did it not actually throw an error? Oh, 0605. There's some nan values, it looks like. No, but those were already there, actually. So that seemed to actually fucking work. But I don't think actually the code here, it only looked for those things. So that might have been somewhat of a problem. Because then I don't see... Or wait, yeah, wait, no, that site didn't have it. Okay, let's try the Alabama site again. Because we know the Alabama site has all free. So in theory, this DF should have all free. It might not. Let's see what that's that. And this is why like data engineering is just so painstaking, because you know you're dealing with these constantly changing data formats, and then just oh yeah, I did actually come up with this, so that's good. What's this 2.8 free stuff? Or wait, but it didn't do the height. Yeah, it's going to do, there's an exception, because it's supposed to give these height values. I don't know where it did that. Wait, how was it assigning height before? So it looks like this function. Maybe those were saying that before. I don't get what these 2.8 stuff is. Like, it should just be the code. Like, this is obviously the code for that. But I don't know what this 2.8 free 2 is or whatever. What the heck's that anyways? Okay, I don't know what 2.8 free 2 means in this. Like, where's the 2.8 free 2? I mean, it's something that will always be there. So it's not even in the URL, so I don't know what the thing is then. Yeah, it's confusing. So 2.8 free 2. Because otherwise you could just like create like a dict to map all these codes to like height, temp. But I don't know if that will always be there. Okay, I'm going to try with this site ID again. Go back just to see if the 2.8 free 2 is there, still there. So we'll just see if that's still there. If it's something else, that's going to make it more problematic. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Now it's 65341. I don't know what the fuck that means. So where the heck is that? Why are these things varying? Like, what the fuck's this? Oh, that's some unique ID they give the stuff. I don't have to parse that. Why they need to give it that? Like, I mean, seriously, I don't want to have to fucking parse that shit. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. TSID. So that's an internal number. So it's gonna vary for each site. So, I mean, you could just maybe just call .split. So anything after this underscore would work, which is what I think you'd have to do. So I think like you wouldn't do this df label anymore. I don't know if this whole function could then be deleted. Maybe it could, maybe it couldn't. But in any case, like, we might do like a function called df.rename or like rename columns. So like def rename columns. Like, you think I could like just give the columns a decent, consistent name? It's just like stupid. So what would we actually do? So take obviously a data frame, probably return a data frame. Oh. And so what would this do? So like, I guess we could do that as like, so wait, what about the columns? So agency, so we just want to focus on renaming these columns, obviously. So yeah. So what we could do for this is we could do like oh yeah, so if for column in columns, there, why isn't it saving? It better save. For column, why wouldn't this be saving? What? Save. I don't know why that's not saving now. Fucking shit. Sometimes Google Colab just stops fucking working. They completely miss my fucking function. Fuck off, Google. Are you fucking kidding me? It's honestly ridiculous. Like, it just randomly can't save. Like, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it. Now it saves successfully after missing my whole fucking function and ruining my train of thought. Like, there wasn't even anything wrong with the internet or something. But, and I guess, like, you could do this, like, in a functional style. Like df.columns equals df.columns. So you could just do map lambda x. We need a dict though, so we need a dict mapping this shit. So we also need like yeah, I don't actually think the lambda thing is gonna work. But in any case, this dict should be useful. I think that's cubic footage, right? CFS is always cubic footage, yeah. 065 is always height. Whoa. Or no, that's not what I wanted. Height, and then like that 0045. Is there free zeros? I can't remember. I think it would all be the same length, but it might not be. No, I can't remember. Yeah, it's 0045. It's always going to be per sip. So that's a field that we'll know might sometimes be present, might sometimes not. Any case, so lambda x so yeah, this is probably too complicated to do as just a lambda x if not. Okay, I don't know how to do this as a lambda. Probably need to do like maybe make a separate function. Or you could do it as like a loop. Though that seems less elegant. Column renamer. In any case, so if probably the fastest way to do this. If x dot split if x dot split 1. Are you kidding with the saving problem? I don't want this bullshit to keep happening. God damn it. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Colab right now. This might be a good lesson of why you shouldn't do shit in Colab. Why can't you just save? Is it still saving? Like, literally, this just happened. I don't know. It seems to just randomly crap out. So at least download that. But then the pain in the ass if I have to then come back and over. Did I even download anything? I think it even fucking downloaded anything. So the stream's still going. My internet's still running. I don't know why collab isn't saving then. Well, okay. Fuck. I have to turn this off. I've never had to turn it off before. I don't think that's the issue. Automatic savings recovered. Yeah, but did you actually save my stuff? Okay, it looks like it did. So that's good. So if x dot split 1 in... Oh wait, I didn't call this anything. The mapper. Return. Return the mapper. That's not a good name. Codes to code converter 1. Call it that. We're gonna call it code converter. Code converter X. And otherwise we just return X. Oh, code converter 1, yeah. So then I think we can just call that, right? Dot map column renamer. I forget the exact syntax of that. Guess I'll find out in a sec. What? What the fuck? What just fucking happened? What? That's not right. What the heck? God, this just randomly crapped out. Okay, so we had df there. So if we pass that to... No, not that, but column rename calls, return df. Oh wait, didn't run that. List index out of range. Oh yeah. Yeah. Or what is it? Okay. So split x. If split x, if len split x greater than 1, that way we don't have to split multiple times. Turn split x 1. So this should work. Key error. No, I was trying to split after that. Stupid thing. Oh. Yeah, no, we have to then return split x1. Oh no, I didn't want to do that shit again. Yay, it worked. Kind of, yeah. Wait, I called both of these. Wait, now we have duplicate columns, though. Shit. That's not what I wanted. Wait, how does that work anyways? Because I thought that... Oh, yes, that is splitting. God damn it. This is a pain in the ass. This CD shit isn't even fucking useful. I don't even know what it's for. What does CD mean? Like, it's just the same value the whole fucking way down. Like, see, provisional. Says that all that it means is provisional. It's not very fucking useful. Ugh, God. I don't know. May do something like that. Rename. We could try then and CD if and CD. No, wait, I need an and here. And CD not in X. Okay. Okay, we'll just run it from the beginning, I guess. Yep. Yeah, dealing with all this crap, I feel like. Height. Okay, so that works. And then then we don't have duplicated columns. So, of course, then that's a real problem with stupid, stuff, so. So, yeah, that should basically put it back into the right thing. Let's check with the Alabama. Where's the Alabama? Just to make sure the precip is working the way it should. So yeah, I mean, basically, on a small scale, this is kind of dealing with changing data formats, because oftentimes your data is going to change formats. Even on, like, think companies, you'd be surprised as a data engineer or a data scientist or ML ops, whatever, how many times like some software engineering team on the back end just changes the format of their API, and then you have to upgrade it, and then sometimes they don't even tell you. I've definitely had that happen when I worked as a data engineer, and then shit just randomly starts failing. Here, at least that didn't happen. The code still ran, but it turns out the new format's a bit more concise, though it still doesn't really support JSON at all, which is a pain. And I don't really like that, but yeah, so that's like definitely happens from time to time. Then another. So this is actually kind of a real problem. Something you'll always have to debug a lot. So, anyways, so we finally got that right. Now we're basically adding these new features. So what we're going to do is start to add well then like for gauges that have it, obviously save it so then people can use it, though obviously a lot of gauges probably won't have this data, but when they do, it's useful. Basically the idea is to, like, I mean, as I said, the idea before is to add more of this precipitation data from different spots to get a better sense of what the gauge will be. And then I mean, what we're going to do for ASOS 2 is we're going to start indicating whether maybe in the metadata, whether the scraped ASOS data, where that weather station is it upstream, in what direction it is in, because right now I think in the metadata it only shows like the distance, lat one, elevation. So that's the station thing. Distance. And we don't really know, like, if that distance is north, south. I mean, we could the person using the dataset could use the lat one to calculate that themselves. But what we want to do then is also start adding multiple of the stations into the join data and kind of have ones in different directions, so it gets a whole more holistic view of the rain in a particular region. Because that can help with the data set too. And obviously where we do have the U.S. Geological Service precipitation right at the gauge site, that's very helpful, because we know then that right at that site, that's the precipitation. Now there could still be other precipitation upstream influencing the flow, so that's why the ASOS still remains possible. But the more data points you can get access for precipitation, the more we can plot that out. And I mean, that was a goal kind of with the maps too. But then I realized pretty much the maps are just kind of estimations based on this sort of thing anyways. So though we might go back and see if there's like better maps in the end, but I think we'll keep doing this a bit for now in seeing. So, but anyways, that was good to kind of, I think, upgrade the URL format. Then again, we'll try to. So now this should work too. And we should be getting similar. Wait, or did I move this to the Alabama one? Yeah, that's why we're getting different values now. But in any case, okay, that's going to be for that station. So I'll go back to this station. So we will go back to this station, I think. But that does seem to be working now. So we'll just kind of go through. So I'll just make a note of that so that we always have that URL to test. I mean, there are other ones like it. It's just an easy one to look at. Way down in Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. I didn't actually know Alabama was on Central Time. I always thought it was Eastern Time. Any case, our time zone code should deal with that. So that's okay. I'm gonna rerun this from the beginning actually, cause we don't know. There can be too many residuals left in notebooks, and then stuff could fail. So I'll just do a fresh run where everything goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So we'll just make sure the shit's still all running. Make sure everything runs. Okay, looks like things. That's all. All the rest of this is related to ASOS, I think. So that should be good. Okay, so I mean today, to summarize, yeah, we just mainly upgraded to this new format of URL. We also did learn a bit more about how the United States Geological Service uses codes. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, working as a data scientist too, to a certain extent, you will become a bit more kind of or data engineer, a bit more well versed in, what the data actually means. But these are kind of similar steps, no matter what your project is. I mean, obviously, you might not be using Google, but you might be searching internal documentation and slacking people about where to get documentation on APIs. Or if it is a public API, yeah, you might be using Google. And then going through, what parameters the API is returning, and then, using that to build your data set. So, let me see. So that's kind of the thing for today, and then yeah, just again, data formats will change. So, yeah, data formats will change over time. So, so yeah, you just have to be prepared for that and prepared to update them as they do. So yeah, that's it for today, and then we'll be back next week with some more, which should be good. So, yeah, we just got hopefully some views. And yeah, I know these couple last ones have been kind of boring, but actually in reality, data engineering is fairly boring. you spend a lot of time just dealing with, various codes and weird formats and things like that. And so yeah, that definitely happens. But in any case, yeah, we'll be back next week. So signing off.